Morning, Happy New Year. This is the big 5-0 for the county commissioners. It's Wednesday, December 29th, 2021 at 10:04 a.m. And looking at the room, I'll still ask, does anybody want to wish us a Happy New Year?
Oh my God. I love you. Happy New Year, Anthony.
All right. Any public comments here or on the screen?
Happy 2022.
That's right. Nobody? Okay, well, that being said, I need a motion to approve previous minutes of board meeting number 49 and approve of bills for payment.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes, journal entry number 1.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes, travels, letters A through E, and the auditor is up and he has A, B, and C. Ralph, good
Good
morning.
morning, all. Happy New Year. Hope everyone.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. For A is for the County Auditors Association and basically the real estate and accounting staff, the Auditor's Office for Travel in Ohio, and A for continuing education. B is for data, including Munis training for both the IT staff and other ancillary departments here. C is for the auditor's GIS department for training and meetings and working with the county engineer's office in their conferences. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
thank you. Letter D, clerk of courts. Is anybody here? Anybody here? No?
I'll do it.
You want to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Commissioners, this is for the Clerk of Courts office to attend the Clerk of Courts Association, Supreme Court Judicial College, Courtview, Justice Solutions, and Computer Software Vendor, State of Ohio Miscellaneous Court related seminars, training sessions, meetings within the state of Ohio for the year 2022, estimated at $10,000, non-general.
Okay, thank you very much. Engineers, Mr. Genetti or Tara?
No.
Oh, Rick.
Rick.
Okay. I don't know. He's doing so many things. I get lost. Go ahead.
Morning and happy new year, everybody.
Same
Thank
here,
you.
Rick.
This is to attend the CAO, ODOT, survey traffic, road bridge meetings, conferences, seminars, and trainings at various destinations for the year 2022. Estimated at $15,000, non-general and continuing education.
Thank you, Rick. Motion?
Motion to approve number 2, travels A through E.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes, agreements, letters A through G. We'll begin with Convention and Visitors Bureau. Linda.
Good morning and Happy New Year all. Letter A is an agreement with Angstrom Group for printing our annual Mahoning County Travel Guide. We solicited quotes from 4 different printers for this very large project, and Angstrom had the proposal that best suit our needs. So looking to enter into an agreement with them for a total estimated amount of $40,981.17 non-general.
Carol has a question.
Linda, can I ask you a question? I saw on TV last night that the National Women's Hockey Team, Hockey League is going to come here with the tournament. Did you get any information on that?
I did not.
I would call,
Team USA, you mean?
yes, I heard the
Phantoms.
Phantoms are probably helping that. So if
Okay,
you
I'll look into it for sure.
that's a big deal for the Mahoning Valley.
Oh, of course. Yeah, let me look into that.
Because if that happens, every place around here will be packed.
Hey, Carol, that was offered but not accepted yet.
I know that, but what I'm saying is she could check on it with the team,
I would have to.
with with the coach from that team, the hockey team, the Phantoms. So I'm excited about it. I hope they do come here.
I will definitely look into it.
All right, thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, EMA, Andy Frost.
Good morning.
Morning.
That B is for the Michael Baker Group. They do all the GIS and mapping for our CAD system. So it's used by all the PSAPs, throughout the county for first response. And it's a 3-year contract.
Very good. Thank you, Andy. Engineers, Rick?
Yes. This is an agreement with the following for purchase of real property needed for Western Reserve Road and Market Street, South Avenue project. Alice Colwell for $18,150. Woodward Church of Brethren for $3,890. Ranchshire Condo Association for $4,220. And Toya Hightower for $7,760.
These are frontage amounts
Yes.
for the widening.
Yes.
Thank you. Sanitary, D and E. Tara.
Good morning, commissioners, and happy early new year. Letter D is an agreement with Alcon Mechanical Incorporated for repairs to our boiler number 1 at the Camel wastewater treatment plant, estimated in the amount of $12,800 in non-general funds. The next agreement is for Avaqua Water Technologies LLC to provide deionizing water purification systems. They'll be utilized in our labs at Boardman and Meander wastewater treatment plants for 2 years in the estimated amount of $5,786.32. Those are non-general funds also.
Thank you. And Sheriff, Mr. Ibeers, you can take the last.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
F is a second amendment to the master agreement with Securus Technology for software renewal service at no cost to the county. And is with an agreement with Nexstar WKVN for 2021 advertising campaign in the amount of $1,660, and that's non-general.
Thank you. Motion?
Motion to approve number 3, agreements A through G.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, change orders for A. Mr. Fortunato.
Good morning, everyone. This is a change order deduct with Boken Sons for the Justice Center roof. We've completed that project, and through Value Engineering, we're receiving an amount of $48,179. And looking back, it replaces the original roof from 93, 94. If you think about it, it's a 6-story building, 2 penthouses, and it went very smooth. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Does Jerry live in one of those?
I can't say it's confidential, but someone else might be able to.
Good
All
job,
right.
Jimmy.
Good job, Jimmy.
Thank you.
I know how you watch these projects, every penny. Okay,
That is a juvenile, right?
That's
Yeah,
not- is that the
juvenile
juvenile or
justice.
the-
That was
It's
a
a
juvenile,
deduct.
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
juvenile is
justice?
still in progress because of the Gym 4.
Oh, yeah.
But this is not
But
the
is this,
juvenile.
is this one for the?
This is for the Justice Center.
Juvenile justice.
Juvenile.
No.
No,
Just-
that's what we want to
Oh,
clarify.
Yeah, that needs clarified. It should be
Just the
Justice Center.
Okay.
At Justice Center.
Mm.
Says juvenile.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What did you do?
I'm sorry.
What?
All right, so we
Okay,
have a.
so it's the jail.
So change.
Okay,
Thank you.
Are we ready?
yeah.
Motion to approve number 4, change orders A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, moving on, appointments, 5A. We're going to appoint the following individuals to serve on the Mahoning County Children's Service Board for 4 years, effective January 1st, 2022. We have Danielle Wakefield and Chris Wolford. Any comments or concerns? Not motion.
Motion to approve number 5, appointments A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, road closing, 6A. Rick.
Jeez, it never ends.
You want them to do?
You notice they're all in Austin town too.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah, I noticed that.
This is to close Turner Road on January 10th through January 21st for the continuation of the Turnpike Bridge work. It's a request of the ruling company.
Okay.
Okay, motion.
Motion to approve number 6, road closings A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions number 1, additions.
Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes. Moving on, resolution of awards A and B, O and B grants. Audrey?
Anna's on.
Anna, there she is. Anna?
Good morning, Commissioners. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
This resolution of award is on behalf of the City of Struthers and the Community Development Block Grant for improvements on Poland Avenue sidewalk and tree removal. The award is to Faust Construction in the amount of $94,322.75, non-general and low bid.
Thank you, Anna. Sanitary, Tara?
Yes, this is to award the transportation and disposal of domestic wastewater sludge from the Mahoning County Metropolitan Sewer District operated by the wastewater treatment plants in 20 cubic yard roll-off containers provided by the bidder to Browning Ferris Industries of Ohio, Inc., doing business as Republic Services of Youngstown in the estimated amount of $556,800 per year for 3 years. This is non-general and they were the only bidder.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, motion?
Motion to approve number 2, resolution of a resolution of awards, A and B.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes. Okay, moving on, we have resolutions, letters A through Q. Oh, almost the entire alphabet. A lot of signing today. Whew, Audrey.
Commissioners, item A is a resolution to adopt the cash advance year-end policy and incorporate into the budgetary practice of the Mahoning County for year-end 2021 and directs the county auditor to process the cash advances not to exceed $1,250,000. That is something you do annually to deal with the grants and those items that are looking for reimbursement from grant funding. Item B is a resolution establishing a deposit policy pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 938. This is something that our office worked with the auditor's office and the treasurer's office to establish that policy for our auditors, state auditors, and so that is being in place. Item C is a resolution approving the employment of outside counsel in connection with notes, bonds, issuances, other securities, legal issues with Squire Patton and Boggs, LLP, in the amount not to exceed $148,151. Item D is Commissioner's resolution authorizing special recording of casino revenues. Those revenues have been used to build our stabilization reserve. So we're, now that both reserves and the general justice fund are established, we're just doing some reallocations there. Also wanted to mention too, with the policy, with the deposit policy, the prosecutor's office also worked heavily with us with that.
Okay. Commissioners, resolution approving the appointment of the following lead agency members to serve on the 9/11 Executive Board for the year 2022. And I heard the names there. I'm not going to recite them, so we will move on. Data, Jake
Mr. Williams, you have it.
or Ralph?
Thank you, Ralph, and happy holidays, commissioners. This request is for purchases in excess of $50,000 with our common cooperative purchasing vendors like CDW and Dell and Verizon. And that so many county departments, as well as the IT department, rely on to provide the services we provide. And if I could, I want to thank also, because we put this on in pretty quick, short order here at the end of the year. So I want to thank the purchasing department for their work to get this done, as well as Holly in the commissioner's office. And I know Nancy was out, and of course our new help desk tech, Shannon, who is going through this cycle for the first time. So I wanted to recognize them and say thanks.
She helped me this morning. Shannon did very good.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jake. Okay, EMA, Andy Frost.
Letter G is a resolution just to enter into an agreement with the ATF for use on one of the county-owned towers. in the amount of $2,000, and that's to be a 3-year contract. And letter H is approving a moral obligation of $486.40. And that goes out to BNC Communication. That will be for battery backup for our siren, emergency weather sirens. And that'll help eliminate some of the problems that we've had.
Want to commend you, Andy, for getting on that right away and figuring out the problem. So thank you.
Thank you.
Facilities? Jimmy?
This is a resolution of necessity to purchase supplies and services through various cooperative purchasing agreements. This is in excess of $50,000. This keeps us in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code from fragmenting. And also we get economy of scale discounts and eliminate a lot of the paperwork associated by having blanket POs.
Very good. Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
Letter J.
Letter J, this is a security issue. There's a gate that's actually on a roller behind the parking deck that they secure for vehicles and other items, and the rollers went bad. So it was something we had to do immediately to get it back in operation.
Okay, thank you. Letter K, hazmat. Andy
Jimmy.
or Jimmy?
Hazmat, what they did, they bought radios from the Austin Town Police Department, and a PO wasn't cut that quick because it was government to government. They didn't need quotations, and we piggybacked with the section of the code that allowed this to happen.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, jobs and family, Audrey Morales.
Good morning, commissioners. Letter L, this is a Job and Family Services Resolution to amend the Mahoning County Title 20 County Profile of the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services for the program period of October 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2022. This amendment is an explanation I'm giving. We are amending the profile to add education, training service, and recreational services because our contract with the YMCA provides these additional services. Thank you.
Okay, Audrey, thank you. And law library?
Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, Nancy.
Good
This
morning.
is a resolution to amend a previous resolution to include an additional $500 for shipping and handling as approved by the Law Library Resources Board.
Thank you, Susan. And lead, Phil Purrier?
Good morning. This is a resolution authorizing the satisfaction of a mortgage that was issued under the CHIP grant home rehabilitation program.
Okay, thanks, Phil. And OMB grants, Anna?
Commissioners, this is a resolution approving the adoption of the Federal Awards Management Policy and Procedures Manual.
Okay, thank you. Purchasing, Jim?
This is another resolution of necessity for Pitney Bowes postal machines in excess of $50,000, and it's through cooperative purchasing. And again, it's to piggyback and stop fragmentation and achieve the greatest discount we can.
Okay, very good. And Sheriff Joe?
Q is a resolution in support of an application to the fiscal year 2021 Drug Law Enforcement Fund through the Ohio Office of Criminal Justice in the amount of $250,000. And that's with the local match of $62,500.
Thank you very much. Does she want to speak afterwards? Okay. All right, do I have a motion?
A motion to approve number 3, resolutions A through Q.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Yes.
For the good of the order, the elected officials or department heads care to comment? Debbie? Deb? Comments?
Hello.
Hello. I know you're here for a reason.
I'm just here in appreciation of the commissioners discussing land bank matters with us over the course of the year. So I'm not sure what else I should say at this point, Commissioner Ditzler.
You may want to talk about the grant, the demolition.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly can, but you know, Am I supposed to say that or are you
Yeah,
supposed to?
no,
say
why
that?
don't you explain what that's like you did at the
Certainly.
meeting?
We have an opportunity through the Ohio Department of Development to leverage local dollars to take care of some demolition needs throughout the county. And I've been in discussion with the commissioners and Audrey for some time now about Mahoning County's potential participation in this matter. And so I very happily received a call on Monday that Mahoning County will be setting aside $650,000 that will work as match funds for the application that we'll be making very soon. For every dollar that is available at the local level, we can apply for an additional $3 through the Department of Development. In the course of several months since the program was announced, we have been communicating with local governments and have found out that outside of the city of Youngstown, there are more than 300 properties that are vacant, abandoned, and in such poor repair that those local governments are recommending that they be torn down. So with the assistance of Mahoning County Commissioners and county government, we will be able to make a substantial application to the state in order to address these very critical issues that affect quality of life, both financially and people's state of minds. That if they live next door to a property that's in that bad of a condition, it affects their well-being, their mental well-being, even their physical well-being. So I'm really here to say thank you, to tell you how happy I was to receive that call on Monday, and to assure you that at least a dozen local governments in Mahoning County will be especially grateful that you are providing this matching money, because it will relieve local governments of a lot of the cost of having to do this work themselves. So I say thank you on behalf of all of them.
And you know what, Deb, the partnership there with the county, as well as what you're doing with the city and how many houses that the city will be tearing down on their half of the project.
Yes.
So you might want to tell them how many.
So yes, the city of Youngstown has its own application also to the Department of Development, and we are working collaboratively on that. The city is able to leverage its own funds. I think what's remarkable there, Commissioner Brigetti, is that Youngstown Neighborhood Development Corporation did a neighborhood survey over the summer of Youngstown and determined that, yes, there are about 760 properties, vacant, abandoned, really beaten up, should be torn down.
Right.
But the city of Youngstown, through the YNDC study, has even more houses that, while vacant and abandoned, can still be repaired. So we can actually see the finish line for mass residential demolition in the city of Youngstown. We could actually cross that line in the next couple of years if we get DOD money to help us with that. And considering that Youngstown had the worst record in the nation for vacant, abandoned, blighted housing per capita 12-ish years ago, to say that we're going to have that slate wiped clean here in the near future, I think says a lot about the city and the county in general. What a wonderful story we're going to be able to tell when that completes. So yes, very happy to say that too.
And that's a partnership.
And that is partnership.
And that's part of the partnership the county has with the cities and the villages and the townships.
Correct.
And the teamwork.
And to take it one step further, the Department of Development also has made money available for brownfields style.
Yes.
And so Mahoning County Land Bank, Eastgate, the Port Authority, Caslo, Economic Action Group, and a host of other participants have been talking for some time now about what do we do with that opportunity to apply these brownfields monies towards some of the critical projects around the county that have needed to be addressed for a long time, but for lack of money, now the money has been identified and we can make something happen there also.
And all the economic development that'll come from that.
Exactly, that is what we wish for, Commissioner, that if we wipe the slate clean on some of these sites, we think that some other things will come in behind that will be very positive, very, very positive.
So thank you.
Thank you all very much.
And Deb, I want to thank you for your hard work, but I wanted to ask you, what is the total grant that we will be receiving with the county's input of funds?
Good question. So we don't have the final number yet, but we will be asking for in excess of $3 million for the communities outside of Youngstown. And in Youngstown, I believe we're asking for $9 million. So that each of the programs then, it's about a $12 million project in the city. And I want to say it's about $5 million in the county. So, and that's just on the residential side. I can't give you any brownfield figures yet
Right.
because we're still drilling down on that. But it's a substantial investment.
That's good to hear about the brownfields, because when the super fund dried up years ago, they were cleaning all that, materials and stuff, making those productive lands. And there's so many acres of brownfield property all along the river, Struthers, Lowville, Camel, and Youngstown. So that's great to hear that that will be part of that.
And it is acreage that present day developers want. They're gravitating toward those larger sites, 20, 25 acres. And so it is essential that we undertake what we can right now while we have the funding opportunity.
Casla's the perfect spot.
Castle has an application, yes, correct.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Deb, I'd like to commend you and the land bank. What a great job with limited people too. And Dan Yema, in charge of the land bank, he's done a great job in conjunction with you to make it all move forward. So it's always interesting to participate in land bank meetings because you get so much good feedback on the progress, things that are going on. So thank you for a lot of hard work for a lot of years.
I truly appreciate the entire board of directors of the land bank. Thank you.
That's been, can you believe how far we've come with that land bank from back in the day when it first started?
This is the end of our 10th year.
That is.
Which is what makes this even sweeter, that as we're closing out our 10th year anniversary, we're talking about such a substantial program and the good that it'll do in the county.
I mean, it's really moved in a different direction, better direction, more productive, I think.
Thank you as well for doing what you did to establish the land bank in January of 2011. That required a vote of the commissioners and some action. So were it not for that, we wouldn't be in this moment right now. Thank you.
Very good. Anyone else? Audrey?
God, you believe this year's over?
I know,
It was a wrap.
it has been, I remember coming into 2021 out of 2020 and just looking forward to 2021 and getting out of the pandemic mode. We didn't get out of it. I want to thank every department, every elected official who has worked with my office, has worked with Iana, and a lot of the things that we've had to do this year, the commissioners for all of the commitments you've made to departments, to the community, to the social services, to the business. Everything that has been done has been for the betterment of the county and to help us get through this time. And I think commend you on the efforts and things that you put forward, and those that we were able to assist through food drives, through all the things that we're able to do. And so while the years were challenging, 2020 and 2021, I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to get to 2022 and get away from the past. I'm just going to take it as it comes. And I look forward to all the things that we can do. There's a lot of good things that you guys have on the agenda and programs and additional funding coming through. So a lot of things still to be done. So I do look forward to 2022.
Jimmy? No?
Well, we're looking forward to taking a look at what projects we can move forward with in 2022. Our building being one that's been on the back burner to make it look like an administrative building. So that's one of my priorities now, plus possibly turning one bid into replacing Bev Road roof with ours. So there's different things we're looking at. I know the sheriff's department needs a lot of internal upgrades. So we've chalked a lot off major projects where hopefully moving forward in 2022, we'll knock off a couple more ones.
Very good. Very good. No?
It's quiet.
Yeah, I would just say that, it's been a long year, with respect to the pandemic and, ever changing. One of the positive things that's come out of 2021 is definitely the ARP funds that have been allocated by the federal government. You know, we've seen a continual demise of our budget from the state legislature in Ohio to local government. It's been nice to see the federal government take an about face and plug some holes that the state legislature has created for local governments all across the state. Audrey, what year did we lose the MCO funds? Was it 18?
No,
17.
16 and 17.
17?
17, it was.
So in 17, when we lost the managed care organization funds from the state legislature, it was 9 million a year that we lost. And today it would be estimated that our budget would have in excess of 14 million additional funds had the state not taken away the managed care organizations from Mahoning County, as well as every county in the state of Ohio. You can pave a lot of roads, tear down a lot of houses, alleviate a lot of flooding. You could do a lot of community projects in local government with an additional $14 million a year. Probably don't need a new sales tax for roads, for local government, for local residents to pay to improve roads that the county engineer's office has been depleted funding-wise from the state. So I think that if you take a look back the last 10 years, we've probably lost in excess of $20 million annually from the state legislature and on local government. And then you turn around and see that the MCO funds that they eliminated, they didn't eliminate the state's ability to collect them. They were collecting, I want to say around 500 million in 17, and now they're collecting close to 800 million. So their funds just continue to grow and grow and grow on the backs of local government. So it's sad to see that, you know, we have to pick up the difference, and thank God the federal government has been able to utilize some monies through ARP funds into local government to try and pick up some of the voids. But, you know, it's been a difficult year to try and do things that new projects like we're all talking about, but, you know, everybody's continuing to make it happen. Debbie, will you in the land bank? Thank God, you know, we're getting to the end of the line with all that, you know, so it's a great thing. And, you know, we're going into a new year, and I'm sure we're going to face a lot of new challenges. And, you know, I'm happy that I'm working with you two and Audrey and the rest of the county staff to make it happen. So a lot of good things in the works. We've allocated about half of the $40 million of the ARP funds. And, you know, we've got some work to do to allocate the balance. And, you know, as we move forward, I'm sure there will be a lot more good things happening. So thank you all, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Dave.
Same to you.
Carol?
Well, I echo what Davis said. We did lose quite a bit of money, and through that, we have sustained stabilization. And that is because we have a team in Mahoning County of all departments, the commissioners and outside groups that have worked together to make that happen. 2022 is coming. I hope it's health-wise a better year for all of us. And like Dave said, we have a lot of new projects coming up that we will be working on. And it's just important to see that you can hardly believe this year's already over. I mean, you blink your eye and you're in a new year. I mean, it's just unreal. But we do have a new year coming. We have a lot of great positive things, economic development wise, with the Port Authority, with the demolition program, with Deb and her crew, and Danny, and things that we will be starting to do with the rest of our funding. We've helped every township, every village, and we're even helping that now we'll be working with the city on different things through the road tax that was just passed. And thanking all of the county as well as the cities and the villages for participating in that and making that a success. I want to wish everybody a happy new year and healthy new year. Be safe. Watch your surroundings. I'll say it again. I know if you have not received your vaccination, please get it. Get your booster if you haven't done that. Sure, there are breakthrough cases, but at least you will not see yourself in the hospital, hopefully. So take care of yourselves. It's important. Another thing, Anthony, I commend you on your decision for what the reasoning being. And I think family's always first. And not that you definitely would not have been a very prominent challenger. I must tell you that. And I believe that if anyone were to take any of the congressional state races, whether it be rep or senate, you would be the one that would not have an issue or a problem. You would win hands down. I've been telling you that for what, a year?
Yes, you have.
I mean, even though this district is gerrymandered, and I know I shouldn't talk about this here, but I am, because it's the end of the year. But it's gerrymandered, you still would have had the best shot at winning that seat. And the reason being right now, you can't, I understand that. I know Dave does, and everyone that's has a heart understands why you can't do some things. But I wish you the best. It's not over yet. You still got a month. You never know. People do change their mind, you know. I know.
Really give them a hard time.
So best of luck, whatever you decide down the road, maybe in a month, you never know. You might change your mind.
Well, I thank you, and I want to thank Dave, and yeah, it's a bittersweet decision. It's something that, you know, I've always wanted to do. I've had a ton of supporters up and down the river. People were calling me left and right, wanting me to run, and I had a team ready to go, and I had Carol and Dave both on my side, and many others that none of you know about. The support was awesome, and the outpour of support was just amazing. And I really felt that if I would have had the time to dedicate 100% of my time to running for Congress, that I would have been victorious. It would have been a lot of work, don't get me wrong. I've been there, done that. I worked 11 years with our former congressman and understand it. The district was gerrymandered. To me, it was not fair. But you need a moderate candidate to run in that district. Times have changed. People's opinions have changed. I've always been a moderate, a centrist, and I feel that would have been the best way to run in that congressional district. But I'm not taking away anything from the congressman who sits in that seat now. I will continue to work with him and his staff, as we always have, as we have with Congressman Tim Ryan. And we'll move forward from there. And I did not want to shirk my responsibilities either as the commissioner. And you heard Dave and Carol. We've had one of the most aggressive agendas, I think, of any board of commissioners in the state of Ohio. Mano a mano on the projects that we have accomplished in this county. And you can look at it, whether it's sewer, water, bridges, both past and present, and the future of where we're going with the ARP funds. Dave did a great job of explaining that, and so did Carol, that we have worked diligently and we've been frugal as we can. But you know what? The local communities need help. And with those ARP funds, the county commissioners put that money into the communities. And this is something government should have been doing a long time ago. I don't understand why the federal government would not do that. I think this is something they should continue to do. And remember that we do matter here. In your local government, you know, you get to see us every day. You see us in the grocery stores. You know, you get your best bang for your buck, honestly, from your local government. And that's something I've always prided myself on and love my position as a county commissioner, and will continue to serve. I want to thank my colleagues, Carol and Dave, for all their hard work. For what we've done. Audrey, I cannot say enough for her financial mind, how well she has handled all of this with her staff and all the county employees with this COVID mess and all of our department heads. And I just want to say Happy New Year. Wish everybody the best health and wealth in the new year, and it's been a pleasure serving here. And I want to thank the taxpayers and the voters for all they've done to help us as commissioners, whether it was a sales tax, a ballot issue, whatever it may be, the public understood. And we've always tried to present to the public the cause that we need here. And I think this board has done that with the work of the sheriff and everybody. So with that being said, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And Nancy, when's our next meeting?
We won't have it to January.
January 2025, right?
Oh, God.
All right. Motion,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Kathy
Oh,
Cantor?
Ryan's on the phone.
Yeah, well,
Ryan Tito.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Ryan,
we don't
okay.
need Ryan.
I didn't know.
That- we have Aaron. We don't need Ryan.
Oh, my God.
Dave. I'm sorry, because I just signed on a little bit late. Just kind of give you a quick update. I mean, we've seen an increase in our cases here locally as what we've seen statewide and nationwide, mostly due to the Omicron variant. I mean, as we know, it spreads very quickly. So that's probably due to the cases that we're seeing increase here. We've done our large testing distribution event at the Canfield Fair. I think it was 2 weeks ago to probably this date. We don't have any plans to do another one, but we are requesting additional test kits here for the county. And then we will do a press release on how those will be distributed out. Most likely, we're going to partner with the local libraries throughout Mahoning County, and that way we can at least equitably get kits out throughout the county so individuals have a fair chance at receiving test kits. We will continue into the new year to offer first dose, second dose, and booster shots. Of course, our booster shots are offered every Friday at the Austintown Senior Center, which I have to thank the Austintown Township trustees and the Senior Center for allowing us to basically take over that whole center every Friday. We have seen a reduction in our boosters. I think when we first started out, we were administering about 500 boosters each Friday. That since has reduced down to about 200 to 100. So we're hopeful we'll see an increase come the first of the year, and we'll continue to offer those boosters on Fridays. First and second doses, individuals can call our office and schedule by appointment, and we offer the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. So that's currently what we're seeing. Our recommendations as we get into the new year and we see New Year celebrations, we hope individuals are wise about what they're doing. If they have the ability to test before they go to a party, please test if they can. And if they're feeling any type of symptom, to stay home, because that's exactly what's spreading this virus. So I want to wish everybody on here a Happy New Year. I want to thank everybody for the support. And I hope that we go into this new year and we stay healthy and we can continue to look forward to the future. Appreciate that. Thank you. And go Steelers, Dave.
You dog. I don't know if any of you saw the Cavelli Center this morning, but there was a line clear up Market
Yeah, it
Street
was
all the
so
way down.
dysfunctional. Nobody knew what the line was for.
It's unbelievable.
Still is.
Yeah, they're giving away the free test kits, right?
Yeah, but half those people in the line are just waiting to cross the bridge. You know, they don't have a clue as to what that line's for. I mean, I was coming off the freeway. I couldn't get off the freeway. And nobody was in the center lane. I thought, why is this? So I cut through and got in the center lane and drove straight down the road. Everybody's looking at me like, how are you driving down the
So
road?
where was the Youngstown YPD cop at?
All the way down in the middle of the bridge.
They were all along the road.
Oh, were they?
They were
was only
looking at
one.
you,
They were
thinking you
mainly
were
on
There was
the
only
on
one
street
when I got off at
because they were
9:30.
doing it. We were there.
Oh, okay.
They passed out 4,000 kits, then they passed out 1,000 business cards because they'll get more this afternoon and we'll do some more tomorrow. They probably were looking at you like, why are you cutting in line?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't,
They were
I
all the
just
way back to
I just
Southern
went down the center lane all the way past.
One guy was there at 12:30 this morning.
Well,
But
yeah.
you know what though, Jerry?
I mean, it
Aaron
was
Bishop
very
called that I
poorly.
Put a mass
very
email out to county workers that the cops would be there directing.
Well, they were. They were,
Okay,
they were all along Market Street.
okay.
The line kind of broke off and went down Southern.
I don't know when you were on
They were
Market
there.
Street, but when I got off the freeway at 9:15, there
The
was
freeway-
no
The
cops
freeway was backed up, but Market Street.
anywhere except one cop at the light in front of the fire extinguisher business. One cop there standing, and I don't know what he was directing. People were waiting for the light. And I went down, I was the only car in the center lane at the light, and the line, curb line was freeway to other side of the bridge, bumper to bumper. And when the light changed, I went all the way down to the courthouse, turned left and came in the parking lot. And everybody's looking at me in the right lane going, how are you driving down and nobody else is? They weren't in line for the test kit. They were in line because they thought there was a traffic stop.
Accident, yeah.
And there's only one officer from
We need to
start
do
to
an
finish.
adjournment. We need to adjourn.
Yeah,
Because we
okay.
didn't do that.
We
yet.
did adjourn.
No.
No.
He stopped and asked for
Stop.
Ryan before he
For Ryan.
missed the call.
Oh, okay.
All right, motion to adjourn,
So moved.
second, roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes, thank you.